Hello there! I decided to take a break from all the new ships and make a commentary that has been requested a couple times on my favorite cruiser in the entire game, the Zao. The Zao, while on paper it looks weaker than the Des Moines, basically because it loses in DPM. In actuality, it is a much stronger cruiser, simply because the Des Moines is just in a terrible spot at the moment. It has arcs like the Cleveland and so forth, but I'm not gonna get into that. I'm gonna talk about the Zao, which is a goddamn badass looking ship to begin with. And it's not that big, it's only slightly larger than the Ataga. Now, I have the range upgrade, so you can see my range is 18.8 kilometers. And you can also see how much damage I do with HE. Max damage is 3.4k per shell, and you have 12 guns, so you can do the math, how much damage you can do. The torps are amazing. They're only 8 kilometers range, but they hit like a truck. You have a shit ton of them, I think it's like 8 or 10 or something, and they are the fastest torps in the game. Of course, there's the drawback that they only have 8 kilometer range, but if you end up in a close quarters fight, they're just amazing. And the consumables, I obviously use the premium repair. It's a bit stupid that it's called a premium repair considering you can buy it with silver, but whatever. I obviously use it since having a 90-second repair at this tier is madness. And the rest is default. Some people use the premium AA buff. I don't bother. I don't think it's worth the cost, because I only get frustrated when a midway attacks me and I use it and then he still torps me. So anyways, in this case I'm gonna see if I'm trying to find out basically which way the enemy is going. Our Montana is going on a bit of a solo hero mission, which is pretty stupid. You shouldn't run off alone on a big ship like that, because you're so easy to catch and get killed, and he doesn't have much backup over there. Oh, and the Yamato is there. Now I'm gonna make a U-turn here, simply because the Yamato is their biggest threat, and we don't really have any good ships on it. We have the Montana, but anyone who's ever sailed Tier 10 BBs even, know that the Yamato straight up shits on the Montana in a 1v1. Like, they're not even close. The Yamato just destroys him. So I'm gonna try to go there and basically deal with the Yamato, because I think I'm our best chance. Now that might sound a bit strange. What do you mean you're our best chance? Well, the simple fact is, Zao fucking shreds battleships. Like, you thought Clevelands were scary at tier 6, you haven't seen a Zao with the upgraded captain. In this case, first of all, the captain perks. I'm not using the increased AA, I'm using the 3% fire chance. So my total fire chance is actually 21% per shell. And I'm using obviously Superintendent because I want another repair. That's basically what every cruiser past T9 uses. And I'm using the tier 5 perk, which reduces your detection. So I have the detection module and that perk, so my detection range is actually 10 kilometers instead of I can't remember what the default was. But if you do the math, you realize that when you shoot on a cruiser, your detection range increases by 6 kilometers, about roughly. It varies a bit. But if you do the math, you realize I'm only detectable within 16 kilometers. Anything further than that, and I can shoot like basically an invisible destroyer. So you can shoot from invisibility on a Zao. Anyways, I'm obviously going to start working on the Yamato here. I'm still close to him now because he's obviously fighting our Montana. And I know that he's going to basically be taking all the aggro, so to say. So meanwhile, those two are dueling each other. I'm basically going to be this annoying gnat that's shooting from the side. Now, take note of my angling. I've angled this way so that if all the ships behind the Yamato are basically going to hit my side, and the only one who has somewhat good side on my broadside is the Baltimore and the Yamato. You see, I instantly fire. I'm going to see if I can wreck this Baltimore a bit. I don't like him hanging around that close. You get to see the HE damage this ship deals. Yep. That's how much just with HE. I didn't even bother with AP, because the Baltimore is actually fairly well armored. And I just know that I can absolutely shred him with HE, so I don't even bother with AP. Yeah, you see the damage and the fire. He's basically shitting himself at this point. That's the last volley I'm gonna waste at him. Okay, our Montana died. As expected, he got completely fucking destroyed by the Yamato. No one is surprised who has ever played high tier. Or high tier. Man, I get so confused. I have a friend from Denmark who also calls it tier, or tire. So now I get all confused because I know everybody gets mad at me when I say tire instead of tier. Anyway, 12 hits. I have 12 guns and I shot one volley and I hit 12 hits. That tells you a lot about the accuracy on the ship with it when it's upgraded. And now he's fighting the Iowa, but he doesn't realize that the actual damage he's taking doesn't come from the Iowa, but it's coming from me. And you see the damage I'm doing per volley and the fire I'm starting again. Like, one volley landing does... Oh, that wasn't even a good volley. I'd done, I think, 16k in one volley or something similar, like some absolutely retarded number that you would expect from a Citadel hit. I think he realized I'm the threat now. He's trying to turn away, but he's just eating so much constant HE damage, and his armor isn't enough, and he basically melted away. Obviously, I'm going to switch to the next biggest threat they have, which in this case is the Iowa. I don't like this angle. You see, in this case, if I want to keep broadside to, or keep firing marks on the Iowa, I have to give a full broadside to the Amagi because it's on that side of the ship. So I'm turning my ship around so that the only one that has the best angle is the guy I'm shooting, and everyone else is basically on the left side of him, which limits my angle. Because the Zao, unlike many other Japanese cruisers, actually has very good armor. So angling it is very much worth it. You realize, by the way, I'm undetected here. And of course I set him on fire. As I said, the fire chance is insane on this ship. But I'm also undetected because of my detectability. I think now he's still not within range. Basically, he doesn't see me. All he sees is shells landing towards him. This is one of the reasons why I also greatly enjoy the perk that gives you, lets you know if you're detected or not. It's highly important in high tar cruiser play. Anyone who tells you differently, well, no comment. Anyway, he repaired the fires. I had 2 fires on him, he repaired them both. Now he turned his guns towards me. He's obviously getting a bit frustrated. But I can see his shells coming. So you see, when I'm shooting from this far away, I can easily turn away. And his shells will splash harmlessly somewhere in the water, far away from me. And then I just turn back and shoot him. He, on the other hand, is a big clunky battleship, and he can't do that. So this is why I consider Zao one of the most potent battleship destroyers, and again, a fire on him. It's just so brutal. And it's just not the fire damage, it's just the HE damage as well. And these guns, with like their rail guns, they're very easy to land hits on. And it's not just HE, of course. The AP damage is insane. I've just been focusing on battleships here now because we lack... Basically, both our Iowa and our Montana both got destroyed. That's why I'm dealing with the battleships, because I'm the only one who can do it on our team. But now that these both guys are basically fucked, I got 2 fires on that Iowa, so he's gonna burn to death. I don't care about him. Yeah, there he died. So I basically dealt with both the Yamato and the Iowa. So now I'm just switching to AP, and I'm just gonna shit on this Ataga. Yeah, he's turning right into my volley. Ah, shame. That would have been multiple citadels if he hadn't died from the first citadel. The accuracy is fantastic, and once again I'm undetected, as you can see. Like, this target doesn't even know he's being shot at until he suddenly like sees shells, so if he evades, it's just pure luck that he happened to turn. That's why it's so scary. Like, this stealth Zao is such a scary beast, and I just love playing it. Now I'm detected. I wonder if my volley was any good. Not really, no. Really bad penetration. That looked better, but I'm not... No, he's faster than I expected, I think. Wow, okay. I got some penetration issues there. I'm gonna shoot one last AP volley at him, I think, and then I can't be bothered. Yeah, there's another battleship to deal with, the Amagi. Basically, their entire push up the side is collapsing because the guy who led the push, the Yamato, has died, and the secondary guy, the Amagi, the Iowa, he also died. So now they just left the cruisers, who are basically floundering in the open when they don't have the big battleships to tank for them anymore. And these guys are stuck in such a bad position now. Like, they really can't run anywhere and everyone can shoot at them. And the HE damage I'm raining down on this guy is just brutal. The thing with the damage is that it's so consistent. Like, it's not like battleship damage that you land a citadel every now and then you might miss, but it's constant, unrelenting damage, and then every now and then you get the fire to add in. So you add to the DPS, it's just brutal, brutal damage. And it's so much fun. Especially since you can, unlike battleships who pretend to be snipers at like T5 or T6, you are actually a sniper. You can do significant work from range. Well, he died. This game is starting to look fairly over. Like, that's how quickly the game ended. Didn't have anything left, we have 960 points. Everyone that tried to push up this side have died. I'm still full health, I haven't used a single repair, I haven't taken a single hit. The few times any battleship tried to shoot at me, I've just been turned and avoided it. So, basically completely unscratched, unscathed even. Trying to land some damage on this Ataga that's 17 kilometers away, but it's pretty hard from this range.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
I would love for this game to not end, because this Baltimore, I'd maybe get to show off the torps, how amazing they are. Still landing some hits, 18 kilometers away. No, yeah, I kind of want to show off the torps, but nah, time is running out. Ew. Yeah, it's gone. There's no point. Maybe I can show the speed. Yeah, okay, no point. The game ended. The money is quite nice. The XP, you can see how much XP I did compared to everyone. Compared to our Montana, our Ibukis, our Iowas, our Kageros. I basically out-XP'd everyone, and my damage is, as you can see, I got 80k straight damage. Fuck, someone's PMing me. And then I got another almost 60k fires. Like, oh, I almost got Witherer. I got 3k short of Witherer. And here you can see my repair costs. They were 33k, and my ammo was 16k. So, total costs, 45,000. It's nice to not take any damage at T10. Anyway, that was my short Zao commentary. I might do a better one later on. I'm out.